Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our first Blue Table discussion. We're doing this in honor of Women's History Month, so I have the pleasure of introducing to you two former Jordan principals. We have Ms. Rosalind Morgan, who was principal here between 2002 and 2011, and Ms. Alta Cooke, who was our principal between 1987 through 1994. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you very much.
It's really nice to see you both. Just want to throw a little something out there. In addition to both of them being former principals, they both played a role in my life in the past. So Miss Cooke here was my principal when I was in middle school, Hill Middle School. She was my principal. So it's just so nice to be able to sit here with her, have a conversation, and know that I'm following in her footsteps. And Miss Morgan, I was her assistant principal my very first year. She was principal at Cabrillo High School. I learned a lot from her, so great to have you here too,
It's
Ms.
great
Morgan.
to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. So we just went on a tour of the campus, ladies. It looks a lot different from when the both of you were here. So with all of the renovations, let's start with you, Ms. Morgan. What was your favorite part of the renovations here?
The favorite part of the renovation, I think, was the scope of the renovation, not one particular piece of part, just modernizing Jordan and bringing it into the look and the feel of what you would get in many of the other campuses, as well as giving the students an exposure to, we care about you, because I think that means we care about you, we're giving you something. So the whole thing is exciting.
Nice, thank you. What about you, Ms. Cooke? What was your favorite part of the renovations?
Well, it's just that it just seems like the favorite part is hoping and doing what was needed. I was really surprised when we drove up, and it just looked different.
It's beautiful, right?
Yes.
It is.
And we're not even finished yet. You saw the buildings, we're in the media center, you saw the auditorium, but right now we're going to have we're in the process of having another brand new building built right near our administration building. This is going to be the hands down most beautiful campus in Long Beach. So
Yes.
I got to bring you guys back a second time.
You know, when you go, they used to call this 65th Way out here, and it would go all the way to Myrtle, and so the Myrtle Gate. And when you drove down that street, it always looked kind of dreary coming from Artesia past that area where the Myrtle Gate is. Well, I happened to drive down that street. We were here for a basketball game. A month or two ago. And at night, when you look through that Myrtle Gate, all the way through 65th coming this way, it's not 65th anymore. What do you call it?
We call this Forest Way.
Oh, Forest. There you go.
After
Way.
Forrest Joyner, who was
Yes, I
CSO
think
here.
that, yeah, I remember when. Okay.
Yeah.
It is absolutely beautiful with the lights all the way through, from Myrtle all the way to Atlantic. It's gorgeous. When you drive by, you want to stop and look at that. So the fact that they got rid of Bungalow City back there, thumbs up.
Well, I am just sitting here in this building, and the other building that I was in. I don't know. I just feel like I need to faint away because everything is so beautiful. But it's welcoming you to the beauty and the people that are in it. And I'm so proud of Jordan High School. I don't know what to do. Thank you for asking that question.
Of course. So I have a few more for you. So you talk about what you like with the renovations, and you're glad that the bungalows are gone from that side, but we do have some more in the back. But tell me, what are your favorite memories of Jordan?
I think I can think of two of them. The year, and I don't remember the year, that the Jordan basketball team made it all the way to CIF's Southern Section Finals. So we went down to the pond to play, and I don't remember the name of the team we played, but the excitement that was on this campus during that week, once they made it into the playoffs, the final round, and all week long, everybody wanted a ticket. I need a pass. Who's going to let me in? It was just hype. The kids were off off the chart, as they say, off the chain.
Yeah.
And down at the pond, it was great. It was great. We lost, but just making it that far did so much for the enthusiasm and the feeling on the campus. It was just phenomenal. And I'll never forget that whole season with Ron Massey, bless his heart and memory. It was great. It was just really great. It was one of the shining stars. And then the other one I remember a lot is Jordan was working hard on its academic programs and what they offered students. And my last year here, they were recognized along with, I don't know how many other schools. I think it was the top 100 high schools in the country in the U.S. News and World Report. Jordan High School was listed in that list. I was thrilled. And so it was like a capstone for me. The teachers were excited, and the kids it didn't register too much with the kids, but it did a lot to say the academic work that we had been focusing on was really positive and paid off.
Well, that gives us something to aspire with, but the excitement, the school pride that you experienced with Coach Massey and the basketball team, we experienced that this year with our football team. So our football team made history this year. So we made it to the CIF finals. We didn't win, but the pride and the spirit
Absolutely.
was palpable here on campus. So that was really
You know
exciting.
what that will do, don't you?
Yes, yes, absolutely. So, Ms. Cooke, when you think back to your time here at Jordan, what's one of your favorite memories?
You know what? There were a lot of favorite memories here. And Jordan really seemed to do anything that the teachers or the parents wanted. They really thought about it, and then they developed what they wanted to do it. There was no one in those years that didn't like it.
Right.
And they were always thinking about what they could do to make everything better.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. That kind of leads us to our next question for both of you ladies. What is it about Jordan that makes it special? So if a parent or a student were considering coming to Jordan, what would you tell them about Jordan as far as why it's such a special place?
You starting with me?
Would you like to start, Ms. Cooke, or you want me to start with her?
Why
Because
don't you just start with her?
we're going to start with you.
All right. I think the special part of Jordan is what is probably the Jordan secret. There's a strong academic program here. There's a lot of support for students here, and the faculty cared. They held you to a high standard, but they cared. And you know, if students come in and they think that Jordan is a certain kind of place, and then they realize that it isn't, then they start to see themselves in a different place, see themselves differently. And I think Jordan is should be known for embracing all students. Whoever you are, wherever you come from, you can find a home here. There's always going to be somebody that will care about you, support you. And if you give Jordan a chance, you have more chances than you'll ever need or use given back to you by the school.
Thank you. Wow, that's a good testimonial. Thank you for that. Okay, so Ms. Cooke, the question is, what is it that makes Jordan special? And if a parent or a student were to consider coming here, what would you tell them?
Well, I wouldn't have to tell them much because my working at Jordan several years, it was what should I say? It was coming slowly every year because they have the teacher and the faculty and the parents working to make Jordan a better school.
Right.
And so it didn't just happen right away. So it was continuous. Look at this area around us. That I'm just saying like this library. It didn't just happen yesterday or 5 weeks ago or 5 years. It was the people that were here and the faculty and the principals and other people that made all of this happen. So it's
Okay.
no surprise to any of us. And it wasn't a surprise to me because they had excellent people selected, principals, teachers, and here it is.
All right, so we're building on a tradition here.
Yes.
Okay.
Tradition.
All right, so ladies, this is just my second year as principal. What advice would you give me as a new principal?
I would say as you move forward with working with Jordan and in your principalship, you have to keep uppermost in your mind what is going to be best for kids. Because the schools exist because of the kids. And I always felt that as an educator, I didn't want to do less for someone else's kids than I wanted for my own. So when I sent my own to school, I wanted to be comfortable that they were getting the best of whatever that school could offer. And so I felt every day that I came here, I owed them the same thing if I wanted it for my own. So keep working for the kids. Yeah, and it's not going to be easy, you know, and kids have to be held accountable. But you still have to keep working for the kids. That's what drives this train.
Well, you must still believe in us because your granddaughter's here.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Okay. So, Ms. Cooke, again, I'm a new principal. This is only my second year. What advice do you have for me?
Well, what advice I have for you is to accept what the teachers are doing and what the faculty is doing, because it's been improving all the years that are coming along.
Okay.
We're not just going and saying, oh, well, I'm coming here to work and I'm going to work hard to make it better, because everybody in Long Beach and the faculty has been working hard on continuously to make all the schools in Long Beach better. It's not just because so-and-so who worked here 2 years or 3 years and they made it better. It's been going constantly.
Well, thank you for that. So I have one last question for both of you ladies. What are your hopes and your dreams for Jordan as you think about the future?
I would say, coming in here, you have a display of all of your seniors where they went on to post high school. And if that flag display could be turned into something that would just smother this campus, would be wonderful.
Okay.
They're going to great schools. It's not even a matter that they're going to great schools. It's a matter that they're going to the next step of their future. This is not the end for them. This is really the beginning. And you're making that happen by advertising it, and just flood your school with it. So if they can keep expanding on that, keep it up.
Okay, so we are going to continue to do that. We have our valedictorians in our courtyard, but if you all were to come in the summer, drive down Artesia Boulevard,
Oh, I've seen that.
we have the banner with all of our students who are going to four-year universities, and it goes far. So we're
I've
really
seen
proud
that.
of our students.
So, turn it into, if the senior class has 500 kids in it, let's see 300 of them with those flags up there. Just keep expanding and pushing the kids. Education is the door that opens to whatever they want to do. And they will be good at it, they'll be qualified. And when they leave Jordan, they have had such a diverse experience in terms of the types of people from different backgrounds, cultures, ethnicity, that they ought to be able to function and work anywhere with anybody. And that is what this school does for everybody. It is all-inclusive.
Okay, thank you. So, Ms. Cooke, as you look to the future of Jordan High School, what are your hopes and dreams for the school, for the students, for the community?
Well, it's not really hopes. It's really that I know that it's going to be continued, because you have a wonderful school here. It's already developing more than what it was maybe, let's say, 20 or 30 years. This school has developed, and the people that they have hired have developed, and and they have wonderful teachers here and principals here that are doing this.
Yeah, and it is a vision, not only mine, but I have an amazing staff too. So together as we move forward and look to everything that we can do for Jordan, we're going to build that together, and we're going to make the two of you proud.
Of course.
Absolutely.
We are going to do that. So that concludes my questions. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap this up?
Kudos to you.
Oh, thank you.
Kudos to you. And whatever kudos means to everybody, I am, having worked with you before and watched your career, I just see you a perfect fit for Jordan. And I know how you work with kids and parents and staff. And they're going to grow really beyond anybody's belief under you. So kudos to you.
Well, thank you, Ms. Morgan.
Well, in mine, I think that people are getting rid of thinking, well, it's in a poor area, or it's here this or that or this or that. I think those things are going wasted on people that think that if you're going to a school that's in a certain district, that they won't be able to run the school. And I've seen that because I was born a long time ago, and that's how people used to think.
Yeah.
And now I can see, and all of us that were in your age group and my age group, I'm 85, 86, I say, that I have seen all of this. And to come in here and see all this beautiful stuff, I shouldn't say beautiful stuff, but that's my language. And to see all of this, and you know, they're learning, and you're learning, and you're learning, and you're learning, and you're learning, and everybody's learning, and I've learned, so I can sit down at home and then come and hear and see all of you and what you are doing and heard.
Yes, yes. Well, ladies, thank you both so much for coming to our first Blue Table Talk to celebrate Women's History Month. I really appreciate both of you as mentors and advisors, and I look to have you both again sometime soon. So thank you both.
You are very welcome, and thank you.